one of the loudest venues in the National Football League. You get a look there at GEHA Field at Arrowhead Stadium here in Kansas City. Today, it's Week 12 of the NFL season, and we've got a good one in store between the Los Angeles Rams and the Kansas City Chiefs. The final playoff push is upon us. It's Week 12 of the NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6.
Nice chunk of yards on first down. It really opens up your options for what you want to do on second. You go right back to him and hope he explodes, or sucker the defense in before throwing over the top.
Mahomes' throw here complete to Kelsey. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Give him 13 yards there and a Kansas City first down. Hands it off out of the gun. The all-everything defensive tackle, Aaron Donald, the one who made the play there.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
So their task a little bit more difficult now. 2nd and 13 that they're walking up on. Now a nice throw here right side. He hauls it in. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. I think it's fair to say there's nothing that gets a crowd to its feet quite like a big play, and that was something special there. Boy, was he moving.
In this league where coordinators worry so much about drawing up the right routes, blocking assignments, misdirections and stuff, they have these precise arrows and movements. Sometimes the best plays just come from the schoolyard where you look at your fastest guy and say, go long, go get it, big man.
And his top speed, as computed by Next Gen Stats, 21.6 miles per hour. Stafford and the Rams come up 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. They'll begin on the ground with Akers. And this defense feeling the encouragement. They stop him at the line of scrimmage on the first play of the afternoon. 2nd down, they'll go with Akers again. They'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6. This defense for the Chiefs, they were excellent last week in the win over the Chargers.
And the way they did it was by getting after the quarterback. Sacked him 7 times in that game. Came from all angles, created a lot of illusions, and especially just beat them man for man. That's the kind of defense that really frustrates an opponent.
And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. It's a Rams first down on a pickup of 10.
Plenty of things to talk about here, partner, but to me, their defense gave up a touchdown on the first drive. How about how they're responding, coming back? That's a big 3rd down pickup to keep their drive alive.
They'll try the air now with Stafford. He'll get this into the hands of Van Jefferson. And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line.
But coaches always talk about finding balance on offense. I don't think you can get much more balance than this. Big-time run, big-time pass.
A 1-2 combination. Looked pretty good.
How about that? Let's see if they can continue to take that kind of a punch, though.
He'll get this down to the 38.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. They'll send the tight end in motion left. 2nd down, they'll go with Akers again. On a nice burst there as he'll take this inside the 30 to the 28-yard line. It's a Rams first down on a pickup of 10. faking at Stafford. Man open is Robinson. Touchdown, Rams. Allen Robinson, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Rams are able to match the opening drive touchdown against them with one of their own. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And, you know, it's certainly a lot of football left to play. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're in first place in their division, looking really good and looking to be a threat come January.
And are you one of those early holiday shoppers, partner? Are you one of those guys get your list done? Because I think about what every team has on their holiday shopping list right now. What's the number 1 goal? Make the playoffs. Number 2, win your division. Number 3, and I think the biggest goal of all, try to get the number 1 seed so you get that first-round bye and ensure you don't have to go anywhere in January and hopefully get to the Super Bowl that way.
And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. A good pickup there, 26 yards. Line of scrimmage moves from one 37-yard line to the other as they come up 1st and 10. They go play fake. Mahomes. And this is incomplete. Oh, that looked like a sure 6 points, but he could not get that to stick, and that is a golden opportunity wasted there. The Chiefs at 7-3 now on the year, and they've been in a great groove. Winners of 7 of their last 10 now on the year.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
And now the Rams are going to halt things as they want a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. Now Mahomes. Flushed out, and he will not make it back to the line of scrimmage as he's going to be taken down. A'Shawn Robinson, too much to handle that time, gets the sack. And on that one, the protection just broke down.
You've got to have that leverage, don't you? We always talk about low man wins in the running game for an offensive lineman versus a defensive lineman. It's essentially the same thing in pass protection. Get lower than that defensive lineman so that you can keep your balance and keep him away from your guy trying to throw the football.
Man open, it's Tony. He's got it. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Kadarius Toney, 38 yards. And the Chiefs have moved out in front. Extra point by Butker is on target. And that makes the score 14-7. Here's the Chiefs kickoff unit now as they'll send this one away. Taken from about the 12. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. The offense running out, and they are charged up, ready to go after reaching the end zone on their last drive.
And normally I'd warn against getting complacent just because they scored the last time out. But I don't think there's any worries with this group right now. This is a hungry group, and they want to keep building off of their last drive. Now they just want the officials to hurry up and place the ball so they can snap it and get back to work.
Under a minute to go, clock running, and a back-and-forth first quarter of play. Here's a run with Akers on second down. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. On the counter, this is Akers. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. Through one quarter, 14-7 our score. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. They'll fake it. Now Stafford.
Go picnic for him.
He fires
Go,
one.
Bolton.
Intercepted. Picked up by
Go.
Nick Bolton.
No. Yes.
He will take
From the
this
Bolton.
one home. It's a touchdown. Charles, he was looking for just a short throw. Kept it in range for the rare linebacker pick 6.
And give him full credit for his focus. He just kept the quarterback in his sights, and where he was looking to throw, he positioned himself perfectly to be there for the interception. He made the play of the game for his defense right there.
Extra point by Butker is on target, and it's now 21-7. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick 6, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick 6 and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, oh, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
And that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Forcing completion on 1st down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on 2nd.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
Good pass rush, Willie.
No gain on the play there. Nice
Really
job
good.
defensively. And it likely forces a punt
DJ
situation
Hill.
on 4th.
Captain.
4th down, so on is the punter, Riley Dixon. Back deep is Kadarius Toney.
Fuck off, Tony. Come on. Go, Tony.
44-yard punt, return of 9. And it's Chiefs football, 1st and 10. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Well, this offense looks like they have a little extra pep in their step as they take the field here for drive number 3, because remember, Charles, drives 1 and 2 both ended in the end zone.
Yeah, and right now they've just got to be careful not to lean into overconfidence, because every drive has a life of its own. But I like the way that they've started, the way that they're going about doing things right now. They've got a chance for that 3rd consecutive touchdown, and that would be a crushing blow to the defense.
2nd and 10 from the 33-yard line. Throwing now is Mahomes. To the right side, it's Kelsey. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 3rd catch of this first half for him, and this one is a 1st down.
I know I spent a lot of time talking about how tight ends in a lot of cases now are pumped up wide receivers, but they're still big people. And he used that frame right there to absorb a really big hit on him and held on to the ball.
Throwing on 1st down is Mahomes. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And incomplete on the deep ball.
He's put up numbers in this one by pushing the envelope a bit
Yeah, the
whenever
fuck
he
on
could
him.
with deeper throws. Well, let's play a little philosophy here. Some plays it works. Sometimes they're ready for you. And that time, they were on guard. Incomplete.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. They go play action. Now Mahomes. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Leonard Floyd, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year.
Now that was a passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense, so he kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
What the
And
fuck?
pressure coming, and they
Come
got
on,
him
man.
once
You gotta do it
again.
standing there. He's still in a stance. He's not even looking.
He's the
You're
one to
telling
get
me
him this
he's
time.
still getting through there?
Back-to-back sacks brings up 4th down. Here's Tommy Townsend on to punt. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket.
Rock.
On the return is Williams.
Kinda.
That one in the books as a 64-yard punt. And the Rams will be backed up deep to begin the drive as they take over 1st and 10. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And Charles, a very uninspired effort the last time we saw them out there was a quick 3 and out, and they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series.
Justin Reed, I love it. Thank you.
Now is letting it happen again right
Keep the
here.
life off
They've
there.
got to get going.
112 yards rushing for him
That's
here
like
as he
this one.
starts to close in now on 1,200 yards for the season. So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone. They'll run a draw now with Akers. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice gain like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
I'm really liking what I'm seeing from this defense because their coverage has been playing at a shutdown level so far. Even backed up late, they're forcing incompletions and fighting to keep him out of the end zone as the first.
Nowhere to turn this time, and he goes down. Sacked back at the 29. 4th down, and we go from one Matt to another. Stafford heads off. Matt Gay gets set for the Rams field goal.
Oh, he shot
And
it.
he missed it. It's no good.
It's been a nightmare season. You're well under 500. Your defense hasn't really kept in a lot of games. And now it's spilling over to the kicking game. That's 3 points you've got to be able to bank on.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. Obviously not the intended goal last drive. They had to punt the football, but still, they've got the lead here, and now a chance to add on to that lead if they can get points on this drive. 1st and 10 upcoming. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. Looking to throw is Mahomes. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
This is what defensive coaches ask of their defenders every single ball game. Get a hand on every throw and coverage. They want the deflections. They want the knockaways.
97.
Pick it yourself if you can, but at least knock it down and guarantee it's incomplete.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Mahomes now to throw.
Ooh, nice route, DK.
Open man is
Nice route,
Metcalf.
my
He's
boy.
got it. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. Well, that's one way to convert on 3rd down, picking up 26 yards.
With the kind of game he's had so far, you had to know that on 3rd down that they would be looking his way, and they did for big yardage and a 1st down. I think the defense fell asleep at the switch on that one. I would have doubled him, tripled him, anything to keep the ball.
Go Patty, go Patty, go Patty.
And he'll be taken
Careful.
down at about the
500
22-yard
yards.
line. A nice
Careful,
job there on the
fucking
escape
roll
and
around the
scramble.
pool.
A 1st down, a 16-yard gain.
Cowboy boots. Mahomes didn't restructure his contract like him now.
Here's Mahomes to throw. Flush to his right. Mahomes
No,
hit. He lost the football. And now the Rams have got it. Going the other way.
Okay.
And he will bring this all the way back out to midfield. A disappointing end of the sequence there. He was starting to turn nothing into something, and then he lost the football.
And sometimes things get lost in the transition. And what I mean by that is you go from being a passer to a runner. And at a certain point, once you cross the line of scrimmage, you're strictly a runner now. There's no more downfield threat. Make sure you take care of the football while you're traversing downfield.
Across the middle, he finds Robinson. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. They'll run on first down with Akers. And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line. Justin Reed, the safety, made the tackle.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
And able to work his way down to the 16. Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their second, as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half. They missed a field goal on their last drive. Here they need something to even get into field goal range on third down. They'll try and run for this with Akers. He's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
They'll run for it with Akers. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. Now the offense will burn their third and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. This is first and goal and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime. They'll fake the give. Now Stafford. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
This is a half where not just the coverage, but the entire defense is setting the tone in this game.
Second down and goal. Stafford to the end zone, but knocked away and incomplete.
Nice back-to-back plays defensively. They're stacking momentum now. One incompletion, two incompletion. They're going for more.
Now Stafford on third and goal. And it's caught. Touchdown. Van Jefferson in the final seconds of the first half. And the Rams are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And they're back within a touchdown at 21-14. So with 3 seconds remaining in the half, they will line up to kick this one away. Very short kick. This will be taken by one of the up men. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon, getting set for quarter number 3 here. The Rams set to receive the second half kickoff, and they trail here as we resume play. This one fielded at the 5. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20. And it appears we've got a member of the Rams shaken up on that last play. We'll step aside and get an update when we return to KC. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. Well, Charles, in that first half, we saw a fair amount of offense on both sides of the football, and now the team trailing here will start with it in the third quarter.
And we both know this coach pretty darn well, don't we? Because his game planning is always on point. And now that he's getting the ball to start the second half, how about all the offense that you already referenced in the first half? He'll put that all together and come out with something really strong, I believe, to get things going here in the third quarter.
Now a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
Credit the secondary and credit the defensive game plan. They've been in his hip pocket all game long. They understood coming in that he was a big-time receiver.
Throwing on third down, Stafford. And that is incomplete. So it doesn't look like they're going to be able to build off the turnover.
Well, the defense certainly did its part. It got them the football. But you're exactly right. It looks like they're going to have to punt this one away. And it's not a turnover, but doesn't it feel like one after grabbing the momentum with the defensive play?
Yeah, and they had all that momentum after getting the football, and now zapped right back in the other direction. Here's Riley Dixon now as he'll kick it away for the second time. His first punt, 48 yards. This one looks equally as good. Here comes Tony on the return. A big-time return there, 40 yards. And the Chiefs will have excellent field position here as they take over. Down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. Oh, that one well designed as he'll take this down to the 30-yard line. It'll go as a gain of 10 on a Kansas City first down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
On first down, Mahomes. Escaping the pressure right. This will be caught inside
Go,
the 10.
Pacheco. Come on.
And in for the Chiefs touchdown. Isaiah Pacheco, 30 yards. And the Chiefs have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. Extra point by Butker is on target. And the lead now up to 14. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Fielded right around the 8. And he'll be out of bounds here just past the 20-yard line. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. They'll go again here with Akers. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. 161 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. To throw is Stafford. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
And able to get a couple as he's across the 40 to the 41.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Off the fake to Akers. Here's Stafford. Eluding the pressure right.
Willie Gay!
Big loss here as
Come on,
he's
boy.
taken down. Willie Gay getting in there and picking up the sack. Here's Riley Dixon now as he's on to punt for L.A. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one.
Always kicking my boy again.
On the return, it's Tony. Very good punt, but a 16-yard return. And they will take over 1st and 10. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. The football changing hands here as this offense takes the field. Charles, they'd be fine with more of the same on this upcoming drive. Last time out, they found the end zone for 6.
They're certainly hoping for more of the same, but the game plan, I doubt it'll just be a carbon copy of the last drive, because I think this offense is ready to break out some new wrinkles and try some new things that might be hidden in their playbook. They want to use that confidence to its advantage while also keeping the defense from anticipating what's up next.
Pushes him over. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
That was a pretty favorable situation there. What would you call that? 2nd and manageable? Smart play, too. Didn't force it downfield when he didn't have it. Just checked it down, let him get the 1st down, and that's exactly what he did.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete. Not his best throw there, but where we sit right now in the 3rd quarter, he's had a pretty good game throwing the football.
He certainly has, and it's not exactly the point where we're doing 4-minute offense yet, but they've got to think about, I'm not going to say milking the clock, but understanding clock management here on out.
Mahomes firing complete. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. Good work after the catch. Going to net him 23 and a 1st.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them. And these guys have been taking advantage so far.
So from Rams territory now, it's 1st and 10, down at the 31. And again, it's Mahomes. Man open, that's Marquez Valdez-Scantling. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another 1st down.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the 3rd quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode. Really
that's large.
It's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Ernest Jones. And the Rams are going to get the football here as he gets this up past the 20-yard line. So a potential momentum shifter there, working with a 2-score lead, 3rd quarter, but that not the smartest of throws.
I would agree with you on that one, because this game is still very much in the balance. It felt pretty one-sided to this point, but now, if these guys can turn this turnover into points, things could start getting a little more interesting.
Now here's a pass on 1st down that's knocked away and incomplete.
Well, he's smart enough to avoid the taunting rule, but I'll guarantee he quietly has told them, you might want to stop coming after me downfield, because I just broke up another pass and took away a big shot that you were trying to succeed with.
Oh my God. Maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Now here's a defensive timeout called by the Chiefs. It's just their 1st, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Now it's Stafford. Going up top for Kupp. And that's going to be too high. Out of bounds and incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
Dixon, the punter, is on as he sends it away. Pulled in at the 24. 56 yards the punt that time, 12 on the return. And that will come the offense as they take over.
Holy fucking dirty this thing, that boy. Going crazy.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. As this offense takes the field against CD. Remember last drive, they were moving the football, but then they threw that costly interception. So we'll see if they can right the ship here on this drive.
And doesn't that just sum up football? We see it all the time, don't we? The defense goes from losing the battle to making a huge play and stealing the momentum. So you know they're riding high right now, and they're ready to challenge this offense and that quarterback one more time.
And we'll see if the offense is up for that challenge here as things start to get more interesting here in this second half. 3 quarters in the books. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
Yellow.
And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. 47 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries. And they'll run on the inside handoff. And just 1 yard here from the 49 to the 50. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the fourth quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
And this shot downfield on second down is brought in, and they'll wind up getting this all the way down inside the 20. A very nice pickup of 33 yards. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. Throw that side complete to Tony. And he takes it inside the 10 to the 8 before he's out of bounds. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll leave him with a second and just a few inches left. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. The second down play results in a loss of 2 yards.
The short field shrinks even more with the type of bodies they brought in on that play. Those extra tight ends, they weren't able to secure their blocks, and that one ended up going backwards.
Mahomes looking to throw on 3rd and 2. Toward the pylon. Touchdown.
My boy home.
DK Metcalf. His second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Chiefs are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this fourth quarter lead. Extra point by Butker is on target. And the lead down to 3 touchdowns at 21. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail big as we continue on down here in this fourth quarter. Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. Going right back to Akers. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. I bet the offensive lineman said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the first down. They love being physical.
They'll toss this right side to Cam Akers.
And
a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42.
That's a really good gain right there. They pick up 5 yards halfway to a first down. The only problem now in the huddle, everyone's going to want to touch the football. Be a lot of chattering now because they've seen that they can move the line of scrimmage.
Stafford going to give this to Akers.
Hey.
They find some open field here. That one 28 yards on the ground.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
They'll give this to Akers running right. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. A give up the middle to Akers. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. This offense on 3rd down today, they've converted a third of their opportunities, 3 for 9. This is 3rd down and 12. Now a play fake it at Stanford. And a sea of defenders had intercepted. Jeremy Chin picks it off. And the Chiefs are going to take over at their own 30-yard line. Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10, right at the 30. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get in behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. And he'll get this up to about the 40. Pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situational football is not just played on the offensive side, is it? Defense understanding, as you noted, where the 1st down marker was and making sure they didn't get there.
And he's got the 1st down yardage as he brings this up to the 47. 64 yards rushing for him in the ball game now on 14 carries.
I know the game's changed. A lot of people would say it's evolved. Look, I'm a little bit Neanderthal, okay? I love this. No exotic formations, no misdirection. Just line up and run the darn ball, pick up the 1st down. I love it.
Yeah, 3rd and short. That's what you're supposed to do. Like you said, old school smash mouth football. And he's going to take this one across midfield and into Ram territory. Bobby Wagner, the all-pro, in on the tackle. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he'll take this for a short gain on what will prove to be the final play of this ball game. So this one...
Not watching the ball, but it's okay.
Passing Molly minutes before she disappeared. At some point, you start asking questions a little more pointedly about Sean Phillips, about what he saw, what he was doing that day, and the video was sort of driving past her more than once.